It's a difficult day to be a Destiny player, I'm not going to lie. For those unaware, there was a very large TWAB today that primarily covered a lot of upcoming changes to both the portal and subsequently the associated power grind, which you would think would be a good thing. I mean, one of the number one complaints of the Edge of Fate is that the power grind is uninteresting, takes too long, and it is monotonous because the best way to grind power is by spamming the exact same solo op over and over and over and over again. So in response to hearing that players don't like grinding the exact same solo op over and over again for the most efficient way to grind power, Bungie responded by buffing the efficiency of the grind through Fireteam ops and Pinnacle ops. Is what you would hope would be on this. It's not. That's not what happened. They left the grind through Fireteam and Pinnacle ops identical and said they nerfed the grind through solo ops by making it so that solo ops drops drop at one power level lower than powerful drops in Fireteam ops and Pinnacle ops, which is it's crazy. I don't understand how this happened. Literally last week they acknowledged our feedback that the power grind was feeling too long and they agreed. So it's so confusing to be here a week later where they have basically made the power grind even longer for everyone. They've made it longer for solo players because if you're going to continue to grind through solo ops as a solo player, then you grind one power level lower now, or starting to Nash and Iron, than you did previously. And if you're a player that's wants the maximum level of power level from your drops, you're then going to go and grind in Fireteam ops and Pinnacle ops, which are going to take longer per run than a solo op, but still reward the same number of drops. If I can be completely honest right now, the best way I can use to describe how I feel about this is deflated. Because when we originally started playing with the portal and going through the power grind, yes, the issues were very clearly there, but I saw the potential for what it could be, as well as I'm sure plenty of other people, right? It was like 2 to 3 steps forward away from being a genuinely fun and engaging power grinding system, right? You make the power grind a little less long and you incentivize players to grind a variety of activities by stringing rewards to playing multiple different things instead of incentivizing players to just run the same activity, whatever the fastest activity is, over and over and over again. As an example, you could have it so that like every 5 unique nodes that you do, you get an extra couple of powerful drops or something like that too. Then that way you combine optimization and variety and it makes for a much more fun situation. This one hurt so much too because it felt like we were like 2 to 3 steps away. It felt like we were so close. It felt like the feedback was crystal clear. It felt like it was unanimous. And then when we open up the swab, it feels like we've gone 2 to 3 steps backwards. And so now instead of feeling like we're in a bad system, but we're close to being in a good system, it feels like now we're in a bad system and we are actively moving further and further away from being in a good system. And it just stings. It sucks. That's it.